Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. It is me, it is I, is she, is her, is thee, is who? Who are you? It's me, Horner. Who are you, Horner? Who are you? Who's you? Who's you, huh? Who's you? It is I. It is Rosie Rosette 2020. How are you guys doing tonight? I have dry mouth right now because I've done like 10 videos or whatever, and I think this is my last one, and it's time for me to go Horner. Oh, I gotta go and take some pictures of myself in the garage, in my studio, honey. But after that, I have to go to sleep. Anyway, so listen, I've never been to Disney World. Okay, I've been to Disneyland about 3 times. I live in California. Um, I've traveled to 48 countries all over the world or whatever, but I've never been to Disney World. I wanted to go to Disney World. I took my son to Orlando, but he didn't want to go to Disney World. I wanted to go to Disney World. He didn't want to go. Um, I was supposed to go when I was a little girl, but my father, who I think was on drugs then, I think he smoked up all the money, or he just didn't have it, or he just didn't care, whatever. And so I never went. So that's one place. I think once I go to Disney World, I think no, I can never call it a day on traveling, but I think I will be a little more satisfied. I think, when you have some traumas in your life when you're younger or whatever, I think that's one of the things that I need to do. Maybe I might just go by myself and just, stay in one of those expensive hotels or whatever. And, especially the one with the safari. I wanted to take my son, but he didn't want to go. But anyway, um, to live, to get over some, I guess, childhood trauma. Anyway, but today in 2020, today I saw a video on Instagram, and it was about how, and they were black, um, they refused this autistic child of entering into the park because they didn't have a mask. I didn't know that you had to have a mask in as a child, okay? As a child. But this is just really pathetic. Okay, let's just.
And my daughter, who is autistic with sensory issues, enter your park without a mask because she medically can't wear a mask.
Sir, I apologize. You're frustrated.
Yes or no?
Oh, I thought they were black.
That's all I want to know. Can she enter your park without a mask when she is autistic and has sensory issues and is medically exempt from wearing it?
At this time, we ask that everyone entering our park.
You asked, but I'm not asking what you're requesting. I'm asking if you're following the American with Disabilities Act law, and you're telling me you're not? That's all I need to know. But listen, conversation over, I'm walking away. Just answer the question. Are you refusing to follow the American with Disabilities Act laws?
We're not talking about any of that right now. We're talking about our
Yes, we are.
to come into the park.
So that's one example. Now there's another one. Now this one says that they're very clear.
I just want to verify one more time. My daughter,
So
who
this
is
is the
mentally disabled, autistic with sensory issues, you are going to not allow to enter your park.
I
You're
didn't
going
know
to
kids
discriminate
was an
against the
issue.
mentally handicapped. That is your policy.
I thought it was
Correct
only
me if
adults.
I'm wrong.
She needs to comply with wearing a facial cover.
Her doctor says it's not, she can't wear it. Are you a doctor? Is the person that wrote your policies a doctor? I'm just wondering, since you're breaking federal American with Disability Act laws,
Okay, so
where
this
are
was
you getting the
October.
information
This was in
that's
August.
giving you the-
Okay,
the
so
right
that was
you
in
think
August.
to
I'm
break
sorry. I thought that
the
was
federal-
from today. No, something happened today. Yeah, this happened a day ago. Let's see if there is a video regarding. So apparently, Joey Badass says autistic cousin wasn't allowed into Disney World without a mask. But okay, this is the one.
Louis, head of security, right? Disney World? Correct?
I'm a security manager.
Security manager. I thought you was the head of security. That's what you told me. Cameron, what's your position?
I'm with vacation planning.
Vacation planning. And Catlin, what's your position? Vacation planning. And you guys just turned away an autistic child from Disney World. That's what you guys just did. An autistic child.
That is just
That's what you guys just did.
disgusting. a child.
You guys have anything to say about that?
That's just don't get the kids and get the hell up out of here.
Nothing?
We'll take them someplace else.
Nothing. And your brother is autistic. That's what you said, right? So imagine your little brother being turned away from Disney World. How would that make you feel? Because that's what you just did to a small child
in
and his
Florida, in
mom.
Miami,
And the
people
whole
are walking
family.
around like crazy. I mean, I can understand if Disney
That's what
World
you just
was an
did.
inside institution, but it's outside.
Nothing to say?
And if you have on a mask, then that protects you.
Maybe one day when you have kids, you'll understand, Cameron. Maybe.
This
Maybe
is
you'll
just really
understand.
pathetic. I'm really surprised at Disney World. I still want to go. Don't get me wrong, I still want to go, but so here's Louis, Cameron, Caitlin, and they just turned away autistic child at Disney World because he didn't want to wear his mask. The child thinks a mask is suffocating. The child also has no idea why it is even a requirement. Not to mention that kids under two don't have to wear a mask. These guys have completely ruined my family's trip. We came out here 30 plus for my daughter's B-Day and they turned my little cousin away. Can't even enjoy the experience anymore. The child also has no idea why it is even a requirement, not to mention that the kids, Disney World in Orlando, Florida resumed operations in summer 2020 with COVID-19 restrictions, including a mask requirement for all cast members, guests, ages who are 2 and up, per the theme park's website. Face coverings are required for all guests ages 2 and up and cast members. Face coverings are required for all guests 2 and up and cast members, including those who have received a COVID-19 vaccine. Please bring your own face coverings. Wear them at all times except when dining and swimming. Joey said that he and about 30 members of his family had gone to Disney World to celebrate his daughter's birthday, but the incident completely ruined their plans. They turned my little cousin away. Can't even enjoy the experience. Well, that's kind of sad. That's kind of sad. Although I don't know if so on Saturday the pro era rapper took to Instagram to share his tense interaction with theme park employees after his relative was allegedly denied entry due to COVID-19 safety policies. Joey claimed that his autistic cousin wasn't allowed into Disney World because he refused to wear a mask. He explained that the child doesn't like wearing a protective face covering because it makes him feel as though he is suffocating. Well, this is a hard one because if they knew the policy that, and I'm sure, hopefully someone investigated that, everyone had to wear a mask over the age of 2. And if this child was over 2 and had to wear a mask, although he is autistic, if those are the rules, they kind of have to abide by them. And I would blame it on the family, because if they know that the child does not like to wear the mask and they take him to Walt Disney World and they know that they're going to enforce those rules, then that particular child should have went to the park, or they should have had an outside celebration somewhere, where that child, that autistic child, could have helped celebrate the birthday. And then, he could have went somewhere where he didn't have to wear a mask, that, it would have been okay for him to enjoy, and then have the other 28 people, celebrate Walt Disney's World. To have the whole party not going, no, especially when, he didn't want to follow the rules. Rules are meant to be followed, even though, they're artistic and they have a medical release form. During a pandemic, could you guys have waited until things had got a little lax, like in Florida, where, there were no masks required? That's what I'm thinking. Could you have put that birthday off a little longer? Because I know you had to put it off somewhat because it just literally opened. So I'm just a little confused. And again, sometimes people do a little too much. They want to stretch it, um, and the fact that, oh, okay, he's autistic and he has a doctor's note, just like the white man in a previous one. If that is the case, then they can't enter. I don't know because, I think people can enter if they have a service dog. Does service dog have to wear a mask? It just, I don't know. This is a peculiar area where government and, the laws really need to be defined to a thin tooth comb pick or whatever you call it or whatever. I would blame the family. I would definitely blame the family because, again, if you have an autistic child, then you know some of the challenges that they go through, or maybe you don't. But no, because he said autistic child. So, the sensations and the sensory glands, sometimes are triggered. Okay, that being said, I blame the family because if those are the rules, and you're going to try and blame Disney World for the fact that the child does not like wearing a mask. But if that's the rules, then those are the rules, and you should know that, and you should have, as a parent or a cousin or whoever's giving a party, if they said, okay, let's just say the boy's name is Joey. Okay, if Joey, we want to invite Joey, but he's going to have to wear the mask. You know what I'm saying? And we know he doesn't like wearing a mask. So do you mind if we not invite him to this trip? Or, can we celebrate it with Joey, an outside picnic area? You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to make accommodations for everyone. Just like, when I was younger, my aunt had a lot of people in my family who didn't eat pork. So I eat pork, okay? I'm not Muslim. They were Muslim, a nation of Islam. I, had to make an adjustment. Now I know how to cook greens. I know how to cook everything without pork. My aunt even taught me how to buy the baked beans, the vegetarian beans, that they don't have baked beans, that they don't have pork. So I would do that, and then I would add my meat and everything else. I would buy turkey neck to make my greens. You see what I'm saying? Like, so you have to make accommodations and adjustments when you are around people that require, am I pronouncing that right? I don't know. Require certain modifications. Does that make sense? So I would say to the family, next time, either wait until the park, relaxes their policy a little longer, you know, and so that, all kids don't have to wear masks, or celebrate this birthday in an area where he can enjoy it with everyone without his mask. But that's not Disneyland's fault. No, it's not Disneyland's fault because you can't break the rules. That's just like saying, okay, well, the kid likes to carry a loaded gun to make him feel comfortable. Well, guess what? That's not a part of the policy. You know, you can't break the rules just to satisfy one child, which may harm everyone else. If everybody's wearing a mask, then either he has to learn that day, either you feel like you're suffocating and you go in. Like, they should have just made the child wear a mask until he got into the park. And then once he got into the park, they were like, okay, you can take it off, Joey now or whatever. Or Joey, okay, let's see if we can, they should have had him practice wearing the mask for, a couple hours or whatever. But, Florida's hot. I can see, hell, I'm not autistic. Well, I might be, I don't know. But, I know I would suffocate because I suffocated and it's not even hot when it's not even hot. So those masks are suffocating. Maybe they should have had, had a specialty mask where, they had holes poked or whatever where he could breathe. I know there's one that you put something on your face and then you put the mask over. I think that's for ladies that, wear makeup or whatever. Like, there's ways that they could have prevented this exchange and, where the child could have possibly wore the mask, and then let him in or whatever. But no, that's not Disneyland's fault. That's definitely the parents. I definitely blame them. I was gonna make a video be like, oh no, no, Disneyland, that's not right or whatever, and they're being racist and blah this all that. Nope, not today. Sorry, badass. Nope, 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 not today. So I think that is it on that, and bye bye.